Good afternoon, just about. Welcome to Lite Byte. My name is Cennamo-Smith. For the unindoctrinated, I am a crime fantasy author as well as sci-fi, horror and general fiction. Welcome to my Friday afternoon stream where we do something booky. Right now, and for the foreseeable because it's fun, we're just doing book covers. We're doing randomly generated book covers. You give input, I do doodles. We see what we come up with. We are still messing around with Daniel Craig's face. Because, you know, why not? And it was requested, that's why we're messing around with Daniel Craig's face. Anyway, we are joined by a small fluffy one who will undoubtedly jump up on the tablet at any point in time, because she's already done it twice whilst I was setting up the stream. Sorry, am I boring you? Anyway, for the time being, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to chat, say hello, do whatever, comments, be sarcastic, anything you like. If you're not in the mood to watch a stream and you want something to read, I can highly recommend clicking any of the links below. They should have everything you could ever need to enjoy. But right now, let's first of all get some music, he says, wondering where his music is. There we go. We've got some nice tavern-y style vibes because it's a chill lunchtime break. And yeah, let's get to it. Now, this is where we left off last time. I was in the process of colouring in these buildings in the background and making them various shades of monochromatic. But I had an idea over the week and I didn't like these two because I wasn't set on the design of these two figures. We are going for that Casino Royale kind of vibe, but I wasn't set in it and I wasn't happy with the buildings either. So we're scrapping it and starting again. So I found a better tailor. I'm sorry, we're going to have to say goodbye to Mr. Bond. If you're not sure why I'm calling him Mr. Bond, if you can't tell, that's the reference image we were using. I can't remember. I think that's in a layer cake. Yeah, so goodbye, Mr. Bond. Sorry, we appreciate you. Sorry, Flaz. I know you're going to be sad to see him gone. I found an actual haberdasher or tailor that I liked because the title of this book is Dress to Kill, so we're going for something booky. Right, no. There we go. Right, so we're going to start again from scratch. I've moved my setup, so it's going to take me, might take me a second longer than usual to get used to where the placement of everything. But that'll be a fun thing we do together. So we're going again with blacks and whites with a splash of colour. I think my problem is that I am making some of this too curved. So that's for the time being. We're going to stick with white skin. And there's a lot of detail missing there, but that is going to get fixed interfrastically. This one actually needs to go on top, so this is skin 1. We'll get to it. Let's cut out. Skin 2. Right, and you'll see the reason for this in a moment. Okay, so let's go for shirt needs to go underneath just to make life easier. I can just do for the sake of it. Good afternoon, Flowers. Welcome back. I'm very sorry to tell you, but we've had to say goodbye to Mr. Craig. We couldn't afford him any longer. There was a cease and desist. Shade of grey. Just for now. Oh, that's going to be shirt 1, isn't it? Let's turn off shirt 1 just so I can catch this. How have you been, Flaz? How is the writing going? I'm hoping you've got good news for me. I'm hoping your laptop... That's what I realised I forgot to ask you when you came last. Did your charger ever arrive? Is your laptop now functional and useful, or is it still a very expensive paperweight? Tie. We're doing this in layers. I think I need to move that arm to move up a layer. Never going quite black. So 1 second, if we go on shirt 2, tie, whereas shirt 1 does not cross, it does not, so I need to find shirt 1, I need to go 1, select, sample all those because I just want that bit, and then deselect that, turn off that, because I also want all of that. We're going to go duplicate. Get rid of that. I need to. Yeah. Let's make sure all of that's still working. There we go. Let's go back over here. Tablet's going to move. Arm front needs to go above. Waistcoat. I need to name that. I'm going to get lost. Right, so we have probably should do, let's not do the hair, let's not separate hair from, because that seems going a step too far. What we are going to do, however, because it only seems fair and it definitely makes him look like a more interesting character, is separate out the glasses. Ah. Right, let's What's going on? My computer is not happy in the slightest all of a sudden. What on earth is going on? Right. There we go, that was weird. Turn you on. This is going to be the same layer as a waistcoat, I think, just to give a bit more contrast. Because that gives something without giving too much, I think. There's some holes we're going to fill the hole in full there. So shirt 2. Let's do shirt 2. There we go. Oh, there's an L. There's an idea brush. It's behind the thing, it doesn't need to be exact. That will be fine. Ooh. Excuse me. Getting a bit of a cold. Right. Just for the sake of filling them out, because I don't know how far down this is going to go. And we're going to use the same colour as the trousers, because why not? Okay. And now the last thing we need is the tape measure. So let's put this all together for the time being. What's you? I really should stop putting that in my mouth. Man. Let's turn you off. And now the last thing we need is, and this is where we're going to add the colour, I think. Right. Are you still watching me on your TV, Flaz, or have you? Is everything working again, or are you just comfy and having a nice lunch? Skin 2. Right. Okay. Let's turn man on. Let's position tape measure. There we go. So there is our male character. I think we're going to keep like that for the time being. Now, I was umming and ahhing with female character for a while, and there's lots of different bits and pieces. Drama going on. Anyway, I was umming and ahhing over this character because while I liked this makes it just very 007 because I'm using two of the cast from the franchise. I kind of thought that silhouette wasn't very intriguing. It doesn't give a lot. Doesn't give a lot really. Whereas this one, I really like the cut of this dress, but the silhouette is a bit meh. So I also wanted to add like the danger element to it, or like the femme fatale feature. So I went and found a reference image of this woman, and I don't really want to use her for anything at all, but I really want her arm, and that's about it. So we are quite literally going to cut her arm out of this, and we're going to build a woman. I was scaling and rotating to make sure if it fitted, and again it looks naff, but it's going to be silhouetted, so that doesn't matter. I was also debating, was it this one? No, that was, or was it this arm I wanted? This arm fits better. Maybe it was this one I was going for. I was playing with a few of them because I didn't want to waste a load of time on stream faffing. He says, since where his entire purpose to be on stream is to faff. Yeah, it was this one. Let's try this one. See what we think. We can compare arms. Do we think that looks better, or does that need to be more up? I was trying to scale it so that the elbow was in the same place. I might have got it a bit off. Yeah, I did get it a bit off. That's fine, because we can just rescale it. Reposition if needs be. And I'm fully aware that the arm is facing the wrong way. I am aware of that, but again, we're silhouetting. Oh, yeah. I also was debating having longer hair there, but just something to cascade down over the shoulder, or not. But I think maybe we're going to leave it like that because we're just silhouetting again. So let's start. Let's start with, again, my favourite. I just like this dress. We're going to cut significant corners. And we're going to estimate where her hip is there because we can't see it. I think she is going to have significantly more colour in her just because I want the contrast. Okay. Underneath. There we go. Now. Cutting off the profile quite significantly. This is where we get tricky because I'm working with the reverse. Oh no, there. Oh, don't have disappeared. What's gone on? Oh, thank God for that. Right, G. Now we're gonna go with the. Or should she be in black? Is that more contrast? We'll see. And now, lastly, going behind all of that is gun. Occurring. That's okay. My friends are trying to make me seriously ill, which is very kind of them. Right. Again, we don't need much detail here because you'll be able to figure out exactly what it is with minimal. Oops. I don't need negative space. Why does this keep happening? What is my computer doing? Something's not happy somewhere. It's usually me. I'm going to take the silver from his jacket just so we keep this relatively in theme. And if we turn everything back on, we can turn all of our reference images off. And we keep them just because it's always good to keep your reference images. That doesn't look biologically possible. Wait for it. We fix it. Got our man and our femme fatale. I still didn't decide what to do with the background though, which is the silly bit. Might have to do a little bit of research whilst we're at this. But the last thing I found, 1 second, just, where's that? There you are. Come back here. Scissors. Scissors make all the difference. Scissors that are far too big, but right now I just need their shapes. Why has Adam Soros replaced Daniel Craig? Because I liked this pose better. That's the long and short of it. This is a nicer pose. I kind of don't want to have these bits as polygonal as everything else, so let's see if we can magnet this. I should have gotten closer. At least put Daniel Craig's face low capacity over his. We know Daniel Craig's over there, under there somewhere. Oh, don't worry. He's just in disguise. Okay. I think I've done this backwards, but I've done something wrong, but right now I am far too tired to work out what it is. I'm just going to go with cutting out some scissors. Well, maybe we need the magnet tool back just to make life easier. What's the... Oop. Adam Sarrett is too recognisable, you need to give him blonde hair and blue eyes or something. Tell you what, his character in the actual book, which you can go ahead and write, Flaz, since you've finished yours apparently. You can make the character look as much like the elusive Craig as you want. You can even call him Craig Daniels. One second. Why is that should be there like that. There we go. Let's turn everything else off. That should be inverted. That's what we're going to do. Right. I need significantly more contrast in these, just for now at least. Disable layer mask. Necesities here. So yeah, we've got to do all of that again, but this should at least be quicker. You monster, Daniel Craig is a very respectable human being. He is, I'm a big fan of a lot of his work. I just couldn't find a good reference image of like because apparently he's never played a haberdasher, which I think would only add to his IMDb rating. It's the role of a lifetime, and he has yet to claim it. This is significantly quicker with more contrast. There you go, a little tip for anybody using the magnet tool. Mess with your levels if you need to cut something out. that is too close to its background colour. Tell you what, if Mr. Craig is so put out by my removal of his beautiful face from this cover, give him a call, ask him to come and model. I will take some appropriate pose photographs of him as a deadly haberdasher. I don't know why, but the more I think about the premise of this title and what we're kind of going for, I am just thinking more of less of a James Bond character, or at least our main male lead here. Less James Bond, more of a suave Q, whose entire job it is to dress and prepare assassins for their various missions. That was bad. Do that again. Thank you. Pretend you're relatively good at your job, Nicholas. Right. You need to make it perfect. This scissor is going to tie your entire piece together. It's definitely not. This is a stupid little thing that I think is going to make the title pop. I don't care that you mock my processed flowers. You're here every week. You are my entire engagement. So please tell me. I was curious about your computer situation. Did your new charger arrive? Have you managed to make progress on the never-ending novel, your magnum opus? That sounds like the most boring book in existence. Hey. You could. That would be the premise. That would be how it starts, and then obviously, in the most layman's term possible, shit goes sideways, as it often does. It's going to make the book cover pop. I say it needs more flowers. Don't we all? We could all use more flowers. Oh, don't leave, Flaz. I'll just be talking to myself. Like every other day of the week. That was fun. Right, last bit. And then we can make it relatively easier. Oh, I can't be asked to go around all of that. I'm not in frame. And yeah, I could always go back to playing Stardew Valley if we're not having fun with the covers. But quite frankly, I'm having a bit of fun with the covers. About that, oh, here we go, we have an update. Ooh. After my charger arrived, wrong size, I brought another charger being impatient, and then it worked. But waiting that long for a charger not to work is soul-crushing. Yeah, that's very, very, very infuriating. I can only imagine your irritation and the various curses that came from you. This is where you finished chapter 11. Nice. Almost there. You're in the end game now, as a strange doctor might say. Da, 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 da. There we go. Boom. Wrong way. Thank you. Remove smart filter. There we go. Okay. What do you... Ooh, good lord, text box, what are you doing? Curses. End game of starting game, I'll accept it. Yeah. Oh, you're nearly there. I don't want that filter mask anymore. Don't want... Clear smart filters, thank you. Right, okay. Why? Oh, why did oh god, why is everything messed up in the wrong size? There we go. So layer 21, I don't need that anymore because that was going to be. That's we got man, woman, scissors. And now what I need, just for something, and I might need to scale everybody down and work on something afterwards. A better background for that is we need some text. Sorry, pen goes away for now. We need that to be significantly darker. Thank you. Touch edge, thank you. Right, we need to find a better font than that. And let's see what we have. Let's put it in. Do I have to zoom in just a little bit? Right, let's put you over to the side so we can actually see what we're doing. There we go. Text. Let's change. Let's have a look. Chapter 11 was blighted by technological difficulties, the holidays, the days of returning to writing, hating writing, loving writing, and then being stuck on the ending. Yeah, that's fair. I am kind of in a similar boat at the moment, personally. Just a much later chapter. Yeah, I'm on the final chapters of the next one, and I just want to kind of make sure everything fits and is wrapped up. Wrapping everything up, especially for a mystery story, is the challenge. All of that while my brain is shouting, we're gonna write this story until the death of the universe, and it's so bad it needs more time. Then we'll just have to delay the death of the universe. Okay, that's simple. We can just take our time. And for the time being, appreciate that we still have Greenland. Well, I have been watching the news and kind of going, what's kind of dystopian future are we heading into? Because it's all a bit bloody mental. I've got some weird ass fonts on my computer. What's like a nice haberdasher kind of font, a nice style? Ooh. How do we feel about that? Why? Nah. Right. First of all, Times New Roman. We need those teachers. Alright, let's put that in times just to satisfy. Is that Good Night London? Ah. No, where's Times New Roman? Alphabetical. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of works. That kind of works. here's the thing I was wondering if we could do. And this might look absolutely naff. But we'll find out. And this is going to annoy graphics people. I don't care. Oop. I'm not sure if this is going to work in the slightest, but we're trying it out. Ah yes, classic fantasy font. The Tucson Festivals are going to be slobbering over this cover. Ugh, it's not that kind. I'm not doing a romantasy. It's not my style. Where people keep telling me to read something very specific and I refuse to. Okay. Right. I'm ignorant because I'm halfway between needing a keyboard and needing a tablet. Ooh. Right. Let's apply. I need to rasterize it, don't I? Rasterize layer. Apply layer mask, and now current smart object again, and add a new layer. The dystopian future we're going into is the exact same that we've always been going through. The song "We Didn't Stop the Fire." Yeah. Haven't they re-released that recently and updated it? Or I think another band has covered it and changed all the references to something more modern. I remember seeing something like that and it made me laugh. And also weep a little bit. Right, we're going to faff. We're going to faff. We are going to faff. Fall Out Boys did that. I was surprised that it was them. Was it Fall Out Boys? In the version I heard, wasn't them. I wouldn't be surprised if multiple bands had done it. That scissors' buttocks has been blocked. Why was that held for review? What's wrong with my scissors? Are you saying it looks naff? Precisely. Is it really that bad? It looks like the right level of tacky to me, to put it politely. It looks naff however you spelt that. I've always preferred British swears, but I still have much to learn in the strange ways of British beings, yeah. Naff. No K. Oh man, I thought that would look. Oh man. Oh, it's gonna. I thought that would look better. So we think without that entirely. I don't know. I like it. It doesn't fit the colour of the font. Either change the font colour or scissor colour. It's buttocks. Why is buttocks being held for review every time? Doesn't like that. All right. So what are you thinking then? We can remove the outer. Not Smith, we need to remove this. We need to remove the outer glow. Is that better? Less detail, but still kind of standing out. Yeah, let's remove that. Don't need that one. So we've got film. Around. So there we've got. No, not Ref 2. Where's Man? There is Man. I kind of like it. I think it would draw the eye, but we need to find some way of separate. We need something in the background that's not just white, and we need there to be a cut-off for there. I still don't know what to do with the background. Which one got held by YouTube? Both comments with the word buttocks in it. YouTube is not a fan of buttocks. Naff was fine, didn't care enough. It did not like. It was fine. It held that scissors is buttocks. Wasn't sure. Well, it couldn't have been the word scissors. And then yeah, when you just wrote it's buttocks, it cut that off. Because apparently that was a rude word for the Americans. You can't dare talk about butts in this day and age. Don't look at their top 20 playlist. Sarcastic comments aside. This needs to be. Just to have something there to set where we are. No, I sent a whole array of buttocks related words and it held it. Yep, it held this one as well. Show. YouTube does not like your buttocks, Flaz. Which is frankly just rude, because I'm sure they're lovely. Right, what are we going to do with this background? I don't care what you say, Flaz, I'm keeping the scissors. I think we need something behind the title. Just well, the author should be Daniel Craig. Legally distinct. Yeah. There's someone like you called Craig Daniels going, I didn't write this. Okay, we need something for that background, and I don't want... I think buildings and the casino style I don't think would do it. But it certainly needs something. Because we can't just have a grey background, because grey is quite literally the most boring. With all the paradox talk, it's making me remember that witty, flirty first message of Bond and Vesper in the train on Casino Royale. I don't remember that line. Write it for me. See if that gets held too. What is Daniel Craig's? I'm not even going to Google that. Right. Come on, background ideas. Background ideas. Think. I'm just going to Google for inspiration. Novel cover, background, pardon me, ideas. Watercolours, thank you. That's dull AF. That's a dragon. That's not going to help me in this situation. Why is it so cold? 1 second. I think there's a window open. It's freezing in here. Yeah, there was a window wide open and wind just was bashing doors around. A barber shop. A close of Daniel Craig's eyes. Tell you what, to appease you in any small amount, Flaz, where is our reference image of Mr. Craig? I'm going to take the blue of his shirt, because I'm sure, unless I can find a close-up of Daniel Craig's eyes. This will appease you, I hope. Oh, here's a new tab. Copy image. Right. Okay. It's Daniel Craig blue is the colour of this book now. No. A close in Daniel Craig's eyes. Yeah, that's what you get. or to mix things up. Gotta just behind all of that. No, not in Ref 2. I need you behind figures. Let's center him. Would you'd just be happy with that, wouldn't you, to be fair, Flaz? What I'm thinking, and I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. On this. New layer 3, we're going to do this black. All of that and just filter slight haze. Let's make it 10. Actually, let's put that on the figures and get rid of that. Change that to 25. I was kind of trying to go for that Argyle thing, but that doesn't really work either, does it? I'm not over... I don't know. I know you generally just want a nice shot of Daniel Craig's eyes, which is really not helpful. Oh, what are you buzzing for? Oh wow, is it really 1 o'clock already? How was the time wasted so quickly? I want to give the scissors a layer effect. I'll leave that at 100. Why am I doing it the old-fashioned way? Either way, this has to come to an end, and this is where we're going to end this one, I think. It's not great. Definitely could be better. I think the figures also need a slight outlining. Again, not entirely happy with that, but we're going to end that there, I think, because I don't want to carry on doing this cover anymore. Need to try something new. Anyway, either way, that's the end, and I have to go and sort out the house for various other things. So, welcome to the chaos. What is it? What do we do on the internet? Anyway, thank you for being here. Could be better. You're giving up. You haven't even tried to have more Daniel Craig related ideas yet. You know what? Spam me. Spam me on this Discord or Instagram or wherever for your recommendations on how this could be better, or what you would do to it, or what you would do with the background. The background is the bit that is annoying me, because I tend to use either full pictures or parchment for my covers. Mostly parchment. But yeah, I hate backgrounds. I really, really do hate doing backgrounds. It's the bane of my existence. But we shall see. Anyway, thank you for being part of this chaos. Thank you to Craig Daniels for letting us do this cover. And we'll see what on earth happens next. I think debating on just... That doesn't make it. Why? No. Anyway, background is easy. Just use Daniel Craig's eyes. God damn it, class. One day, okay, one day. The next... Any cover search that comes up that is relative to somebody's eyes, I will put Daniel Craig's eyes there, I promise you. So let's just see what comes up on the next random search. Anyway, thank you for being part of this weirdness. I will be back next Friday for more absolute nonsense. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed this, a like, a subscribe, a follow, all of those things would be absolutely lovely and very helpful. If you would like to show any more support, there is a link down below to my Patreon, Instagram, and all of those things, which has a load of great stuff. Feel free to come and have a look. And yeah, so that's me. If you want to do any other kind of donations, there is a link down even further below to a throne. None of that is for me. That is all charity donations if you want to be charitable to people that need it more than I do. In the meantime, thank you for being here. I will be back next Friday with less Daniel Craig, hopefully. And yeah, that's it. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, TTFN.